Hey guys, Danny from Danny Raposa Real Estate, and welcome to my monthly newsletter for the month of March. What is going on in the world right now? Well, aside from everything that we've been dealing with COVID, the real estate market is absolutely on fire. It's an absolute nut show. I don't even know how to describe it. I haven't seen this kind of activity in years, since like 06, 07, when the market was just starting to go through the roof. One of my clients said, Danny, this is an absolute frenzy, and there's just houses go on the market, and within hours, there's multiple offers on it, and it's selling for over list. Everything up to that kind of 650 range has been selling the minute it hits the market. There's a lot of reasons for why this is happening. A lot of people are saying it's interest rates. I personally don't believe that. I think it does help, there's no question, but interest rates were low last year. They're still low this year, and there's talk of them going up, which is part of the reason I think why there is more people coming into the market. But I think it's a combination of a few things. No question, the low interest rates are helping out as far as getting people into the market. When you look at the amount of inventory on the market right now, it's being absorbed as fast as it's going on. So that hurts as far as being able to try to find product. And there's a lot of buyers and stuff up there. There's consumer confidence. I think that's returned to the market. With vaccines kind of rolling out now, more and more people starting to feel like we're on the back end of what's happening with this whole COVID thing. I think there's more and more confidence from people saying, okay, well, I know we're hopefully on the back end of this and we're kind of on our way out of it. We can get back into the market knowing where the world hopefully looks like in the next kind of 4, 5, 6 months. They have some kind of feel for where we're going. That is kind of the two main things, I think: confidence, interest rates. But I also think there's a bit of pent-up demand. If you think about it, last year when March hit, that's the beginning of our busy season. That's when basically everything from a real estate perspective starts to climb. Listings start to climb, sales start to climb, and the next 4 months, March, April, May, and June, are typically the 4 busiest months of the year for real estate. Well, last year, a lot of that got put on hold. Why? Because of COVID. Even though last year was still a busy year, a lot of people put the brakes on and said, you know what, I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I'm just not comfortable with either people going into my house or me going in other people's houses, and just not sure about the economic environment that we're in. So there's a lot of people that said, you know what, we're gonna hold off. Fast forward to 2021, now we're into that busy season again. It's March. All those people that basically last year didn't have decided now they're feeling a little more confident. They feel comfortable with their job situation. They're going to get back into the market, plus all the people that would have normally done it this year. So in my view, there's a bit of pent-up demand that we took 2 spring markets and we're putting them into one. Coupled with low interest rates and some better confidence as far as the market, it's really driven a lot of people into the market. The month of February, let's talk about that real quickly. Best February we've had since 2014. The month of December was very, very good. The month of January is very, very good. And February, again, the best we've had since 2014. And by the looks of it so far in March, we're gonna probably hit some marks like that as well again. The market is extremely busy. We've seen prices increase. Why? Because of the multiple offers that are happening and things are selling for over list price, which is driving prices up a little bit. We're up actually 4% over last year on single family product. When you look at the apartment sector, not quite the same story. There's still a lot of inventory in that sector, which is really hurting it as far as trying to see some gains as far as sales and things like that. But eventually some of that should start to filter out and we should see some more movement on the apartment sector. When you look at the upper end stuff, it's kind of funny because you'll see it start in the lower stuff. It'll move up into that kind of mid-range and then eventually gets up into that upper end. I have a lot of listings right now that are over $1 million. Last year, we didn't have a whole lot of activity on those. Right now, I'm seeing a ton of activity on homes that are listed for over $1 million, which is a luxury product. Why? Same sort of reasons. Interest rates are low, confidence in the market as far as people having their own jobs and keeping their jobs, things like that. And maybe they put the brakes on last year and they're kind of moving into it this year. And there's some opportunities because prices had dropped over the last couple of years. So now's a good time to really get into the market. If you're thinking about selling your house, have you heard this before? Now's the time. If you want to put your house on the market, it'll probably sell fairly quickly for a very, very good number that you wouldn't have got, let's say, 6 months ago. If you're thinking about selling later on this year, don't. Get it on the market sooner than later, because I think as we get to the summer, this market will start to dwindle off a little bit. I hope it's sustainable. I hope it looks like this for the whole year, but I personally don't think it will. I think it'll start to taper off as we get into the summer months. So if you're thinking about selling your house, get it on the market ASAP. If you're thinking about buying a house, it's a little trickier. I can work you through it. I've got a number of clients who are working to try to do it. You have to be strategic in how you go about it. The market is very, very good. It's buoyant. If you have any questions, give me a call. If you want to know what your house is worth in today's market, give me a call. I'd be happy to sit down and chat with you. Check me out on my website at DannyRaposa.com. Give me a call at 403-966-7676. And if you haven't yet, check me out on social at Danny Raposa Real Estate on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks, guys. Have a great month. Take care.